Welcome to Mandolin. It's that time of year again, and by request, this time we're looking at Oh Holy Night. Such a classic tune, centuries old, that really sounds great on the 8-stringer. No fancy runs, fast runs, fancy chords, anything like that, but the fun thing about it is there's several different parts that fit together so well. There's a few kind of major key parts, minor key parts, and so a fun one to piece together for sure. Hey, if you're into doing fun instrumental music on the mandolin, and if you're watching this, odds are good. Make sure you subscribe down below. Mandolin with all these lessons and tutorials and stuff. Check out the links down below for the Patreon page, the merch store for hoodies. You need the hoodies this time of year in my part of the world. Case stickers and things of that nature. I don't know if it'll get in focus. Most importantly, let me know where you're watching from in the world so I can put a pin on my map for you. And let's dive right in. All right, let's check it out here. It's in G major, and it's in 6/8 time, which means we're going to count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you can just launch right into the melody here. But a lot of times you hear sort of an intro or something that comes right before the main melody just to kind of set the mood. And all I'm doing here, just playing a G arpeggio, the notes of a G major chord up and down the neck, which are G, B, and D. So of course I put the tabs up here, and then let's look here. Open G, 4th fret, because that's a B, and then open D string, 5th fret, because there's another G, 2nd fret of the A string, 5th fret of the A string, and then 3rd of the, just as right here, just, you're literally making a G chord. But so, again, open 4, open 5, 2, 5, 3. And then use alternate picking in your right hand. And independent of the song, this is a great little exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just count it up and down. And do it as many times as you want. 2, 4, none. And then it can lead right into your main melody. All right, so let's look here. Here's the main melody, the first phrase. Right here, 2nd fret of the A string, and then the bottom 2 strings open. Whoops, avoid that one. Up to the 3rd fret of the A, then to the 5th fret of the A, and again with the bottom 2 open. Really helps sticking out that note. It's still a G chord, just went to a different G chord. All right, so 5th fret here, and then C chord, O, 2 and 3, and then high E open. And all you're doing is just working the notes you already have. Open E, down to the 3rd fret here where your finger already is. Back to the open E, back to our G chord, basic G. And melody comes down here, 5th fret on the A string. So one more time, that little phrase. From here it works down. It works down 5, 2, open on the A, and then 5th fret on the D string. And it's fun to double that with the bottom G here, because then that thickens out the sound a lot. Walk back up, 2, 3, back up to the 5 and the open strings below it. Walk back down, 3, open, and then G chord. Land here, that's a melody note. Land here, 5th fret on the D string. And you can play a big G chord around it, open, 2 and 3. So, once again, here's where we are. Look at all that together. Whoops. You can, of course, just do the melody. Or you can play the notes underneath it. There's never a wrong answer. walk up, walk down. All right, repeats, right? Now, second time, it goes minor here. We're gonna walk down to this phrase. So we're on the 5th fret. We're just gonna walk down 5, 4, 2 on the A string, and just keep your finger here. You're gonna build a B minor chord around it. Your finger's already here, just lay it down so you get both of these 2 strings. Hide the top 2 strings on the 2nd fret, open D, and 4th fret on the G string. Now we're gonna come up here with this finger, grab the 5th fret of the A, open E. We're gonna go to an F sharp minor chord. Here's your melody note, 2nd of the E, open A, 6 on the D string, or sorry, 4 on the D string, 6 on the G. I really like this chord, it's one of my favorites for any song, so nice. Anyway, we're gonna walk up here, 3rd fret, 2nd fret on the high E, and then back to that same B minor chord, and really emphasizing the B note here because that's the melody. All right, moving to the next phrase, which is this. Real easy here, a couple 1-finger chords. 5th fret in the A, and then again, but with the bottom 2 strings below it. Open E, 1-finger D chord, 2nd fret on the G string, open D, open A, and that's the melody note. So that's the most important one. Whoops. All right, next phrase. What we're doing here, open A, or not open A, 5th fret on the A, open E, back to the 5 on the A, big G chord, and now your finger's already here, so just pick up that 2nd fret of the A string, open E, and 5 on the A. Here that is again, real slow. So you combine those 2. Now the melody repeats, and you could just do the same thing, which is perfectly fine and very easy. I like to, on the 2nd time through, I vary that little G chord. Instead of the open strings, I go 4, 4th on the G, and then the middle 2 on the 5th fret. Then my open E, and down here. It's just a way to mix it up. I go like this the 1st time, and 2nd time. But you sure don't have to. You can do it this way both times. You can do it this way both times. It's just an option. Just another way to go about it. So let's look here. If you choose to, right there. Now 2nd time through this lick. Slightly different at the very end, but 5th on the A, open E, back to the 5, G chord, but now the 2nd time, you're just going to come to the 2nd, to the 5th on the A string and end it there. All right, let's put all that little chunk of it together here. Moving into another minor chord section of the song. We're going to go to an E minor, 3rd fret on the high E, middle 2 strings on the 2nd. Now when I play this, I usually start I usually start to add a little rhythm in this part. Sure don't have to, and I'm just going to tab it out. I'm just going to tab out the skeleton of it. But when I play it, I start adding a little rhythm here. And so E minor, as we just mentioned, then there you go, 2nd fret, open, and then that F sharp minor from before, where it's 2nd fret here, open A, 4th, and 6th. Again, I keep a rhythm going. I kind of pick at it. Doesn't matter what strings you hit. Or again, you could just hit the chord open, which is how I'm going to tab it out. We're going to move up 3rd fret on the E to a big A minor chord, 5 here, 3 on the A string, and then barring the bottom 2. Open E, open E string. And then back to the E minor chord. So here it is simplified without me talking all over it. But again, when I play it myself, I usually throw a rhythm on there. Again, just another fun option. From here, 3rd fret of the G, and we're going to come up to another G chord. We're just working G chords all over the neck here. But 7th fret on the E, 5 on the middle 2, and 7th fret on the G. Next is another D chord, which is 5th fret on the top 2, 4th fret here. And then you need this melody note, 5th fret here. Your finger's already on it, so just hit your middle note of your chord. And back to our open G chord. So let's look at all that one more time here. A minor. All right, from our G chord, it's going to walk down 2nd on the E, open E, here to our 1 finger 5th fret in the A, bottom 2 strings open. Now here's another one of those situations, because the melody is just 5th fret in the A to the open E, back to the A. And you could just stick on that, but I like to, that 2nd time, again, I come up to this other G chord, 4, 5, and 5. On the 2nd time, it gives it a nice lift, like here. Because as you're, we're kind of building here. So one more time. Again, first time I do it like this. 2nd time here. Melody starting to build, 3rd fret on the G string. Here's a D chord, 4, 5, and 5. It's this important shape here. Melody is 5th fret on the A. And take this same shape, but move it up here, where it's 10, 10, and 9. And here's the melody in the most dramatic note, so make sure we catch this top note. Add some tremolo to something dramatic. That's the big climactic note it holds there. And let's look at all that phrase one more time here. we're just going to walk our way down. 8, 7, 5. Whoops. Do that chord better. 8, 7, 5. Here's the melody, 3rd fret, so we're stopped there. But it's part of a C chord, which will just be our same shape. 3, 3, but this time 2. Get a lot of mileage out of the shape in this song. Moves to an open D. Just middle 2 open, 2nd fret here as part of the melody. You can still be tremoloing this. You can just hit it single. And just walks up here. 2, 3, 5. Into the G chord. So if you can tremolo that whole thing. Or you can, you can stop it for dramatic pause. You can just hammer these on. However you want to go about it. So many ways to interpret this. And then I thought it'd be fun at the end. I had the little amen kind of chord progression. C7, which is 3, 2, and 3, that little upside down kind of triangle shape. Go ahead and hit the open E. Back to the G chord. Here's another C7, way up the neck, which is 8, 7, and 8. And if you can reach up there and your intonation is all set, what a nice dramatic G chord. Bottom 2 open, and then way up here on the whatever this is, 14th, and then 15th on that dot there. You can give it some nice tremolo. You can, however you want to go about it. Oops,